Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 9th. So students, in the previous video we have completed reading with our chapter number 11 from the book Beehive. The name of the chapter is If I Were You. So this is a very interesting play and I am very much sure that the play is clear to you all, and in today's video we will see the comprehension part, we will solve the questions. So let's begin. Question first, answer these questions. So in this segment we are given with some of the sentences from the play, and after reading those sentences we have to answer the questions that are there. So let's read the first one. At last a sympathetic audience. So we have read this sentence in the play. So now the question is, who is the speaker of this sentence? So let's see the answer. Gerald says this. So who is the speaker? Gerald is the speaker. Gerald was the person who said this thing, that at last a sympathetic audience. Second question is, why does he say it? So now we have to tell the reason that why Gerald he says this sentence. So let's say the answer. He says it because the intruder asks him to speak about himself. So what was the reason that Gerald he says that finally he was having sympathetic audience? So the reason was that the intruder that was there at his house, so that intruder asked him to speak about himself. Okay, so at the time Gerald he said this sentence. Next question, is he sarcastic or serious? So now in this question we have to choose one option. We are given with two options, that when Gerald when he was speaking this sentence, so at that time was he sarcastic or he was serious? So let's see the answer. He is being sarcastic. So obviously here Gerald he was being sarcastic, right? Because actually he didn't want one audience, right? वो एक्चुअल में अपनी स्टोरी नहीं बताना चाहता था, but he was speaking in a sarcastic tone. Okay, so we can write that yes, he was being sarcastic when he was speaking that sentence. Second question, why does the intruder choose Gerald as the man whose identity he wants to take on? So in this question we have to tell the reason, that what was the reason that the intruder that was there at Gerald's home, he just wanted to murder Gerald, and after that he wanted to take on his identity. So what was the reason that he chose Gerald? Okay, for his purpose to complete his plan he chose Gerald. What was the reason that we have to write here? So let's see the answer. The intruder chooses Gerald as the man whose identity he wanted to take on because he is of the same build as Gerald. So in the play, after reading the play, we can write some of the reasons, right? So first of all, we can write that the intruder he actually chooses Gerald. Why? Because both intruder and Gerald they were having almost a similar physical appearance. Okay, so that we have read that Gerald he was of medium height, and when intruder when he was there at Gerald's home, so we have read this thing that both were having almost a similar physical appearance. Second thing we can mention here, that Gerald lives alone in a cottage. Very few people come to visit him, so the intruder won't face much danger afterwards. So this may be the second reason for the intruder, because Gerald he used to live all alone in a cottage, and he used to meet with a very few people वहाँ पे आते थे Gerald से मिलने के लिए. So the intruder he won't face much danger afterwards, right? So बाद में जब intruder Gerald की पर्सनैलिटी को अडॉप्ट कर लेगा, Gerald बन के वो रहना स्टार्ट करेगा, so because वहाँ पे बहुत कम लोग आते हैं, so ऐसे में जो intruder है he won't face much danger afterwards. He is a murderer. As Vincent Charles Gerald he will be free to go places and do nothing. And we can write this thing also, that he was a murderer, he was a wanted criminal, but when he will be Vincent Charles Gerald, so at that time he will be a free person, he will be able to go anywhere he wanted to go. He can eat well and sleep without having to be ready to run away at the sight of a cop, and at that time he won't have any kind of fear of police, right? And he will be able to eat well, he will be able to have a peaceful sleep, and he won't have to run away at the sight of a cop. So this was the reason he wanted to take the identity of Gerald. Next question, I said it with bullet. So this is the sentence that we have read in the chapter. I said it with bullet. So after reading this, we have to answer who says it, who was the speaker of this phrase. So let's see the answer. Gerald says this. So again, Gerald is the speaker who said this phrase, I said it with bullets. Next is, what does it mean? So now we have to explain that phrase, that what that phrase actually means. So let's see the answer. It means that when things went wrong, he had to use his gun to shoot someone to escape. So what it actually means? It means, you know, when Gerald, when he was narrating his story, right? So he used this phrase, and it means that, you know, when things went wrong for Gerald, so at that time, what did he do? He had to use his gun, right? And he shot someone to escape from there. Next question, is it the truth? What is the speaker's reason for saying this? So now we have to tell that, you know, what Gerald was saying, what he was telling. So was all the things were, you know, true one? क्या वो बिल्कुल सच बातें थी? And we have to tell that what is the speaker's reason for saying this? Why Gerald was narrating this story to the intruder? We have to tell the reason. So let's see the answer. No, it is not the truth. So now we can all say this thing that no, this was not at all a true story. He just wants the intruder to believe that he himself is a crook and he has also killed someone and escaped. Okay, so when it was not at all a true story, then why Gerald was narrating this story? So the reason was that Gerald, he just wanted the intruder to believe that Gerald, he himself is a crook. Okay, he himself is a wanted criminal and he has also killed someone, and now he is also, you know, escaping from the police. Thus the speaker says this to save himself from getting shot by the intruder. So actually Gerald, he was playing very smart and he just wanted to save himself from getting shot by the intruder. So this was the reason he was narrating this story, because he just wanted to win his confidence. Okay. Next question, what is Gerald's profession? Quote the parts of the play that support your answer. So in this question, we have to write first of all Gerald's profession. You know, what was his profession? So in the play, Gerald के profession को, you know, कहीं भी mention नहीं किया गया है. But after reading the play, we can quote some of the examples, some of the instances from the play, and with the support of those instances, we can write about Gerald's profession. Okay, so let's see the answer. Gerald is a playwright. So after reading the entire play, entire drama, we can say this thing that Gerald, he was a playwright. He was a person who used to write plays or dramas. And how can we say this? So we have to quote some of the parts, some of the instances from the play. So we are writing that some parts of the play that suggest his profession as a playwright are. So now we are given the examples. This is all very melodramatic, not very original perhaps, but so this was the dialogue spoken by Gerald, and in this dialogue he is using this word melodramatic. Next is at last a sympathetic audience. So this again it was a dialogue spoken by Gerald when he was saying at last a sympathetic audience. So when he was using these words like melodramatic audience. Okay, next, in most melodramas the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. Again Gerald spoke this thing, and in this sentence also he used words like melodramas and villains. Okay, next, I said you were luckier than most melodramatic villains. Next, that's a disguise outfit, false mustache and what not. Okay, so these are the sentences that are there in the play, and with the help of these sentences, when Gerald, he was using these words, okay, he was using melodrama again and again, right? So we can say that yes, he was someone who was related with plays and dramas. Okay, next we can write, sorry I can't let you have the props in time for rehearsal, I have had a spot of bother, quite amusing. And finally when he said, I think I will put it in my next play. So this is the most important sentence from the play that supports our answer that yes, he was a playwright. Next question, you will soon stop being smart. So again, this was a sentence, this was a phrase from the play. Let's read. You will soon stop being smart. Now the question is, who says who is the speaker of this phrase? So let's see. The intruder says this. So this time the speaker is the intruder. Next question, why does the speaker say it? Now we have to tell the reason that why the intruder he spoke this sentence. So let's see. The speaker says it to frighten Geralt, as he doesn't seem to be affected by his, or we can say, speaker's gun. So why intruder he was saying this thing? Because he just wanted to frighten Geralt, he just wanted to threaten him. Okay, why? Because you know, Geralt he doesn't seem to be affected by his gun. So intruder he just wanted to frighten him, he just wanted to threaten him. Okay. Next question is, what according to the speaker will stop Geralt from being smart? So now in this question we have to tell that according to the speaker. So who is this the speaker? The intruder. So we have to tell that according to the intruder, what is the thing that will stop Geralt from being smart? So let's see. According to the speaker, the realization of being killed will stop Geralt from being smart. So according to the speaker, or we can say according to the intruder, what is the thing? It is the realization of being killed. So this was the thing that will stop Geralt from being smart, from playing a smart game. Next question, they can't hang me twice. So now the next sentence is, they can't hang me twice. Now the question is, who says this? Who was the speaker of this sentence? So let's see. The intruder says this line. So now this time the intruder is the speaker of this sentence. Next question, why does the speaker say it? Again we have to tell the reason that why the intruder, why the speaker of this sentence was speaking this line. So let's see. The intruder tells Geralt that he has already murdered one man and that he will not hesitate to kill him too. So this time the intruder he was narrating his story. So he told Geralt that he has already murdered one man, and this was actually one policeman, and that he will not hesitate to kill him too, because the police cannot hang him twice for two murders, because actually he is having no fear, right? Because he is already a wanted criminal. Police is behind him. Police is searching him to arrest because he had murdered one policeman. So he was saying that police cannot hang him two times for two murders. So obviously he was having no fear. Okay. Next question, a mystery I propose to explain. What is the mystery the speaker proposes to explain? So in this question again we are given with one sentence from the chapter. The sentence is, a mystery I propose to explain. Now the question is, what is the mystery the speaker proposes to explain? So in this sentence, what is the mystery that the speaker is talking about? So let's see the answer. The mystery that Geralt proposes to explain is a story that he makes to fool the intruder by making him believe that he is also a dangerous man. So first of all, let's see who is the speaker of this line. So Geralt is the speaker of this line. Okay, and what mystery he is talking about? Actually the mystery that Geralt he proposes to explain is a story actually that he makes. It was not at all a real story. He actually makes this story. Why? To fool the intruder by making him believe that he, or we can say Geralt, he himself is also a very dangerous man. He himself is a wanted criminal. He tells him that he himself is a criminal. He has murdered one person. He asks the intruder that why doesn't he meet any tradespeople and be a bit of mystery man here today and gone tomorrow. So now Geralt he was using all the things to make up his story, and he asked the intruder that what may be the reason that Geralt he does not meet with any tradespeople and he is such a mystery man, because one day he is somewhere and next day he is at some other place. He further adds to the mystery by telling him that the game is up, as things went wrong with him when he had to murder someone to escape. Next he continued his story and he was adding this thing that he said that when the game is up, when the game, or we can say when the dangerous dishonest business in which he was involved, when that business discovered. So all the things went wrong with him and he had to murder someone to escape from there, to escape from all the dangers. Unfortunately, one of his men has been arrested and certain things are found with him which he should have burned, but it was very unfortunate that when he escaped, after that one of his men, he was arrested by the police, and the police, they found certain things, they found some of the evidence against Geralt. Okay, Geralt tells the intruder that he is expecting some trouble tonight and therefore his bag is packed and he is ready to escape. After that, Geralt, he told this thing also that that night he was expecting some trouble, he was expecting that police may be there at his house, and this was the reason his bag was ready, his bag was packed and he was all set to escape from there also. So this was the story that was told by Geralt, that was actually made up by Geralt just to fool the intruder. Next question, this is your big surprise. Again, this is a phrase from the play, that is, this is your big surprise. Now the question is, where has this been said in the play? So now we have to tell that this line was used in the play where. So let's see the answer. This has been said twice in the play. So actually this line was used twice, 2 times in the play. At first time, the intruder says this to Geralt while revealing his plan to kill him. So first of all, this phrase was used by the intruder. First of all, the intruder, he said this phrase to Geralt while he was revealing his plan to kill him. So at a time he said that I am having a big surprise for you. This is actually a very big surprise for you. Secondly, Geralt says these words when he is about to reveal his fictitious identity to the intruder, and second time it was Geralt who spoke this line, who said this line to intruder when he was revealing his false story that he was making up just to fool the intruder. Next question is, what is the surprise? So now we have to tell that what was the surprise that the intruder and second time Geralt he was talking about. So let's see. When intruder says this line, the surprise is his plan to kill Geralt and take on his identity. So in the previous answer we have read that first of all it was the intruder who spoke this line. So when he was using this line, so what surprise he was talking about? He was talking about his plan to kill Geralt and take on his identity. Okay, on the second occasion when Geralt says this, the surprise is his fictitious identity which he is going to reveal to make the intruder believe that he himself is a crook like the intruder. And the second time when Geralt was the speaker of this line, when Geralt he told this line to intruder, so at that time what surprise he was talking about? Now he was talking about the story, or we can say the fake story that he made up just to fool the intruder, just to make the intruder believe that he himself is a crook, he himself is a dishonest person, he himself is a wanted criminal just like the intruder. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the big surprise that both Geralt and the intruder they were talking about, but on the different occasions, but on different times. So students, we have completed all the questions that are there in the play. It's a very interesting play and I am very much sure that the play and all the question answers that are there, everything is clear to you all. So students, we have completed our first book, that is Beehive. We have completed all the chapters and we have seen the explanation of all the poems. So I am very much sure that everything is clear to you all, and now we will start with our second book, that is Moments. So see you in the next video. Thank you.